I'd like to start by saying I'm going to make this video very personal. That's right, it's all about the personal train. What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video of Heyday. This is your host SuperSight, and I'm ready to make this video, which is all about the personal train. But before that, look what we have here. I waited to make this video because I knew this was gonna finish being made in the bakery. And look what we have. We have the pie oven. Wait, it is the pie oven. The pie oven is triple star. It's 3-starred. It's got its 13% discount in time, which is awesome. Right, so that is right here. Look how cool that looks. Look how awesome that is. And if we tap on it, it's now fully mastered. So I'm very happy about that. Right, now this video is all about the secrets behind the personal train. Now there is a lot to cover. I've found a lot of different things, and like this video is like, I'm serious. This is a very interesting, very informative video. This has got a lot about the personal train and a lot of stuff that you don't want to miss. I can almost guarantee that it will help you. It will have information in it that I can absolutely guarantee you won't know, because I've done some statistics and figures. But for the vast majority of you, there will also be a ton of information, which I'll be revealing in this video, secrets behind the personal train that you won't have known up until now. So I'll absolutely, you'll be definitely informed by this video. Right, so as you can see, I've got all my stuff here ready. I hope you liked my opening. I thought I'd just start on a serious note, but it was, and it turned into a very uplifting, upbeat kind of mode, kind of like when I was like, actually, it's personal, and it's, yeah, anyway, I'm just moving on. Right, okay, so we'll do these cows, get some cream going. Well, get some, right, okay, it's annoying when you're on it, and then you're trying to tap it, and then your finger moves, and then it, like, just goes somewhere else. Anyway, we're doing good. Right, okay, so we're getting this stuff back in action. Right, so wait, what? I think I had something to upgrade. I'm sure I had something to upgrade. But I wasn't. That's right. This here, I'm gonna upgrade this. Although it's only 5, I need the space. So, Boomtown, there we go. Expansion, right? So I wait till these videos just so I can do it. So while you guys can see what I'm doing. So yeah, so I thought I'd just leave that till now. Right, okay, and we'll tap, and what voucher are we gonna get? It's gonna be a green one, but sometimes we get other ones. As you can see, our vouchers are definitely accumulating, which is awesome. Right, so we'll go through, and we'll go through this and this and this. Now, we're not going to do that yet, and I'll tell you why in a second or two. Right, okay, so we'll harvest this, and we'll put on, I'll see if I have enough for soybeans or something. Right, okay, we do have some, okay, and that's refresh now. Right, so first I'll just sell off some strawberries. Right, okay, so strawberries are going up for sale, like so. And then we'll find something to put on, because this video I won't be harvesting, because I have a lot to say. I've got it already. Right, okay, so strawberries going up for sale. I have to remember that my new amount that I need to keep is 60. Because of all the stuff. Anyway, right, okay, it doesn't really matter. I was meant to tap strawberries, but I wasn't looking. Okay, and then this here, okay, we still have tons of space there. Right, so, we'll just see, can we put on some eggs? Yes, we can, right in there. We can put on some of this, get that going, awesome, right, and that can't go yet. Right, and then we'll get, when we get some cream back, okay, but until that time, can we do one of these, yeah, we can do that. Right, and then we'll put that on there, and then when the cream gets ready, it will be sweet. Right, so we'll do that, and we'll get the white sugar going, and that's going. Awesome, and there's some coins. Nice, and get that going. Have we got some? Yes, we have got some wheat, which is sweet. Right, and then that going. This is good, We're getting everything back in action. The process is like a little bit time consuming, but it's cool, because when everything's going, it's like, nice, I just got everything going and lots of profit coming in. Right, so I'm getting all this right, so that's full. Okay, so we're gonna have to sell off some stuff. Right, and then can we come in there? Yes, grab a couple more of them. Right, okay, so let's just sell off some stuff, what we don't need. Right, so we don't need 10 bacon, and we don't need eggs. We don't need 10 eggs. Right, so they can go, and they can go. That will free me up some space, which is good. Right, okay, and then Let's tap that. Okay, we can click those. Right, and then sheep, and we're coming in here, and we're going to get those. That and that. Awesome. Right. And then over here we can do apples. We did a couple of blackberry jams because we didn't have apples at the time. Right, and then we'll go in here and do those. And, right, I tap those and get those going. Sweet, we are almost back in action, which is good. Right, and then that's pigs going. Okay, let's see what else is up for. Right, so we got some cow feed. Okay, that's already sold. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And no. Wow, that was a lot of good stuff that I didn't get right there. Okay, anything. Oh, yes, deeds. Nope, that's sold as well. Okay, I've obviously missed all these bargains, which is a bit sad. Anyway, tap back. Right, okay, and then, yep, that's looking good. Okay, and then we have the cow feed. It should be right there, and right there. Right, okay, and so, get those going. Okay, there's still another few more to get going, and there, like so. Okay, and then we're going to have to sell off some stuff. Right, what can we sell off? 10 wool. We don't need wool at the moment. Right, so the wool can go, freeing up some more space. Awesome. And then we need another cow. Right, so we'll come in here. Sweet, sweet, and sweet. Awesome. There we go. That is action. I think that's virtually everything. The smelters. We won't put the ores on yet, and I'll explain why in a minute. Right, okay, so we'll come up to here, and we'll get these going. Right, so how much cow feed? Right, so we are going to need a bit more cow feed, but we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, we're good. Right, okay, so we'll just stick with these for now. Like so and like so. Yep, and then we'll do cows there, because we have a lot of stored feed in the background, which is cool. Right, okay, that is good. I'm just checking, just doing a brief check, seeing that our machine's going. Right, that's good. Okay, and then we wanted to do soybeans, which I don't think is going to happen. Okay, right, soybeans, okay, I could do carrots. Right, okay, it doesn't matter that much, so I'll just go with soybeans and also mix it up with some carrots. Not really ideal, but it's just, I want to get on with this video and tell you all the information that I've got planned for it. Right, and then tap, that is to refresh there, the soybeans. I just need it right there and there. Okay, that's a bit, oh, no, this isn't meant to happen. I'm not meant to be full. Right, okay, 9 milk can go. Right, less 1. Right, okay, and then back here, and, right, it's sold. Okay, well, we got a cow feed and some bread. Wait, we didn't need the bread. Anyway, we got the bread. Right, and then tap here, more coins. Okay, 600,000, I'm happy with that. Right, so it's time to go to Greg's farm, and what has Greg got for us? Awesome bargains. Thank you, Greg. And it's time for the Wheel of Awesome. Right, okay, that's my name for it, the Wheel of Awesome. Right, okay, so what do we got? Not that awesome stuff, like, I've seen awesomer on the wheel. Anyway, we'll go ahead and see what we're going to get. What is it going to be? Let's see where it's going to stop, and it's going to stop on a chili popcorn. Okay, 3 coins, happy with that. Right, okay, and then we'll just go like this, and we'll come up here, and then, right, we'll just sell off some, let's say, the rest of the bacon, and, right, okay, we don't, right, okay, it doesn't really matter, because we're going to be, whoa, I almost tapped that would have been terrible. Anyway, we're going to go down to, and we can fill that order now. Right, we still need the chocolate cake, but we're going to go down to the, down here. Right, okay, so we got this down here, which is awesome, and then, look, we have a gift, and we just got reputation level 5, yes, we got 5 awesome diamonds. I actually, in theory, I had planned to do it this video, I just didn't realize. Anyway, who cares, we leveled up to reputation level 5, awesome, we got the big gate, awesome, and the bed and breakfast, awesome. Okay, well, you're gonna tap continue, and those diamonds are gonna go straight up into our little diamond thing. Boom. Awesome, that is good. Right, so we are this reputation level 5 already, sweet. Okay, let's see. Right now, and then we can get the bed and breakfast, 31,000. Okay, is that gonna? Don't tell me I'm gonna have to cut down another one. Not another one, no. Okay, I am gonna have to cut down another one, and I'm gonna just go with this one here. Very sadly, I do apologize. I don't want to do it, but I'm just gonna. Just like, I just took it out. That's painful. Okay, anyway, now the pain's gone. Right, so this is going to take 24 hours till we have a bed and breakfast. Right, okay, that's sweet. Now, what have we here? what have we here? We're going to tap this and we know what it is. Okay, it's the personal train. Right, so here we go. Tap. Boomtown. There we go. The personal train. Awesome. Yes. This is good. This is good. This is very good. Right, and then the gate. How much does the gate cost? 10,000 coins. That's not too bad for a decoration, considering some cost diamonds. Anyway, we finally have it. And he's been saying it for a while. Use your personal train to visit neighborhood friends and to pick up their leaving visitors. Right, okay, so we're going to tab it, and awesome. We only have 2 options, which is, right, so we will go to Greg first. Right, so we can currently only pick up 1 visit. Oh, right, okay, that's what I'm talking about, a free chest. Right, okay, next video I will go to, the other player. I'm not sure how to pronounce their name properly. Right, anyway, we're here. Right, so what are we gonna get? Who are we gonna get? Right, okay, let's see. Okay, tap. Right, so we have 2 options. We have Seth and Sophia. Right, so, we're gonna go for, right, wait, your town is full. Right, okay, right, so we have to, right, so that shouldn't be, no, not maintenance yet, sweet, okay, right, so we have to, right, now I'm gonna start talking about, right, so 18, because we upgraded it. Oh yes, we can upgrade it again when we have hammers, and I think this one needs one more thing as well. Oh yes, I can already upgrade it. That will free me up some awesome space, some long, well-needed space. Right, tap, and notice that I had 9 of each of them, because I wanted it, I want to make sure that I can then do this upgrade as well. But I'm not going to keep any more than 5 of them until I'm near leveling up to reputation level 6. Right, so I'm going to need a couple more hammers, but that will free me up some space. Anyway, the personal train. Right, so I have a lot to cover, and I'm going to get started on it. Right, so this is sort of, it's going to lack a tad of gameplay, but that looks cool, that fountain in there. Anyway, right, so I'm going to tell you some facts. You may or may not know these. Lots of them you will know, but some of them you definitely, like, almost definitely will not know these. Right, so the first one is that when you fully upgrade it, right, so by tapping the upgrade button, you can either tap, well, this is obvious, but you can either, you can make it pick up another visitor, or you can decrease maintenance time by 30 minutes by tapping that. Right, so now, so the max amount you can have of visitors on the train is 10. So 10 visitors per time it goes out. The max amount of maintenance you can decrease it to is 1.5 hours. So that's very much significantly shorter. That's like a quarter of the time, which is really reasonable. Right, now some hints. Now some of them are obvious, some of them are not so obvious. Right, so always be picking up visitors with it. Never, like, just leave it sitting there not picking up visitors. You absolutely want to pick up visitors, and here's why. Now, when it comes to upgrading, you can, because now right, next level we, unlock the jeweler, which is, requires bars to make products. Right, now you can use the jeweler, you can use the bars to either upgrade the train, or produce products in the jeweler, or you can do the deliveries. Right, so it's kind of, it just leads to, of course, a shortage of bars. Like, there's not enough bars. Everyone wants bars because they want to upgrade their train, they want to do the orders, they want to have their their jewelers going, but it's not going to work because there's just not enough bars. So, ideally, you want to use all your bars, on upgrading. So this is hint number 1. You want to use your bars on upgrading the train above, right, so upgrading the train above both doing the orders, which, don't delete the orders. Keep the orders so it just fills up with orders. So if you have a ton of spare bars, you can use them. But don't delete the jewelry bar orders. And also, it's better to upgrade this train than to be making jewelry in the machine. But ideally, you want to be doing all 3 if possible. But sadly, all 3 are generally not possible unless you're, like, really lucky and find lots of bars. Now, always buy any spare bars that you can find, of course, from anywhere in the Daily Dirt for full price, from any one that you find. Always buy the spare bars, and always keep your smelters going, which I will be doing in a second, getting them going. And be sure to trade for bars you need in order to upgrade. Bars become very valuable as of this level, and they were already valuable when you could do the orders, but they become even more valuable when you get the jeweler at level 38, I think, right? Just tapping that, just double checking, yes, level 38. So next level we get the jeweler, so that bars, just everyone wants bars, 100%, except unless you're really low level. Right, so that's a couple of hints. Now, always serve personal train visitors over these visitors here. So, for example, the ones that arrive on the express, you don't want to serve them. Like, you want to give priority to the visitors on there. Now, this is why. The ones that come on the personal train only need to see one shop, one store. They'll only go to one. The ones that come on the other train, the express, they will want to see, oh, sweet, they'll want to see 2 to 3 buildings. Like, currently, see, these ones are all wanting to see 2, but in the future, some of them want to see 3 buildings, and so, but these ones only want to use 1. So not only does this save you, like, your time and money, but it also gives you 2 to 3 times more tools, depending on how many the other ones want. So you absolutely want to give priority to the visitors from the personal train, because they only want to see 1 building, which means you save a ton of coins, you save a ton of time. So always give priority to the ones over this. So that is another hint. You want to be doing these. Right, okay, and then another, right, so I'm just seeing, so I've got a list of some of the different things. So that means that even if it means that you would have to send off express visitors in order to go get this train, to go and pick up visitors, the personal train, it's worth it. So send them off, even if they are, for example, let's say you've done, I'm just thinking of an example. Let's say that, right, okay, I'll do the example in another video, because there's sort of another thing, which is worthwhile noting. Right, okay, now actually I'll say it this video. Let's say you've got, an express visitor that wants to see 3 buildings, right? They want to see 3 buildings. Now, they've been to, you've served them to 1 building, right? So your town hall's full, so that's full, and you've had one of these visitors, and they're requesting 3 things, and they've seen 1 of those 3 things. Now, your express train is ready to go pick up, and that visitor is just waiting, right? So they're not in a store, they're not being served, they've just been to 1 of the 3 buildings they're requesting. So they've been to 1, they've been served at 1, and currently they're waiting, they're idle, right? Now, you can either use your personal train to pick up a visitor, or you can just it will mean that you miss out on the personal train by not picking up a visitor and having to keep one of the visitors that has requested 2, right? So they've still got 2 to request and they've been to 1. Now, what do? You do indeed, this is something that most people never do, you would send off the visitor that had visited 1 of your things, but the thing is, so they've been to 1 of your things, and 2 of them they haven't been to. It's better to send off that and lose the investment and the money you put into them than to keep them there. So because if you keep them there, it means they're still going to have to visit 2 more buildings. So although you've invested, it's not worth the investment. Whereas with, for example, a personal train that will only need to go to 1, it's better to send off one that that's already been to only 1 of your buildings and send them off than to miss out on getting a personal train one. But in general, just send off all the ones that want to go to 3 buildings. Don't serve them. Just try and send them all off, and just keep having them 2 like double requests, like these visitors, all the visitors I've got now, or the personal train ones that are just single requests. Now, let's say that they. Right, so you've got all of these machines are going full, and you've got, for example, one of them comes along and does a mass request, right? So let's say there's 3 buildings that they have to go to, and they've been to 2 of them, and they've just got 1 more to go, right? So let's say that they go into the building, right, into one of your buildings, and they, for example, are waiting, and let's say they request a massive request. Let's say, I don't know what kind of things they would request. Let's say they just, this is like, I don't know, it wouldn't be a real example, I'm just going to say, let's say they request, let's say 10, I'm just thinking what they could request, like, let's say 10 cream and, okay, I can't feed them anyway, 10 cream and 20 syrup, right? So something that's going to take forever to make. Now, they've already been to 2 buildings, so they've been to 2 of them, and they've just got the final one to go to, and they're waiting to be served. Now, let's say you haven't got that stuff. What do? Do you wait till you get that stuff, which might take many, many hours, or do you use the personal train to go get another visitor? Now, it may seem like a dumb thing because they've been to two, and this goes for one that's just been to one building, as well as one that's been to two buildings, and certainly one that hasn't been to any buildings. But let's say that they've been to two buildings, if they're three, or one building if it's just they've got two buildings to go to, and in their final building, and they do a massive request that you haven't got enough stuff for, and your personal train's ready to pick up another person. What do? Now, you'd say, well, I've already invested mass amounts into them. I've invested two buildings worth into them, or one building's worth, so what do? The actual answer is you send them off. You send them off. Even though you've served them twice, if it was a triple request, or you've served them once, like Allison in a request. If she requests something, well, who's someone like? Okay, I don't know what's his name. I don't know. Let's assume. Right, so Alfonso. Right, so no, he's a bad example. Okay, Richard. Okay, Richard has been to my grocery store, and he's now waiting in the cinema. Right, now let's say, he's a reasonable example and I'm actually going to do him, but let's say he requested 10 cream and 20 brown sugar or white sugar or whatever, and you've got all of your slots are full, you've got this is full, but your personal train's ready to collect people. What do? What you should do is you should send them off. Even though you've invested two or one worth buildings into them, it's better to send them off and get a new visitor who you'll probably be able to do quicker than to have him holding up that store and not being able to do others. So it seems a bad idea to send them off because you've already invested into them, but the reality is the new visitor is just as likely to give you a good tool as Richard, who has been in there and you've already served twice. They're not going to give you any better tool or any different tool per se. It will be, you're just as likely to get the tool you want from a brand new visitor as one that you've already got, because otherwise if everything's full up and you're waiting for Richard who's requesting something that you haven't got and you're missing out on personal train visitors, then it's really bad, because then you're missing out on those single ones, and so what you want to do is if they're requesting stuff you haven't got, or it's going to take ages to do their order, or it's a terrible order, you just send them off and replace them. But for example, let's say that Richard was there and I had plenty of space. You don't just send them off just like, oh well, I'm going to send them off now if you've invested in them. It's only if the personal train's ready to collect. So that's another hint, because the personal train on general gives 2 to 3 times more tools if you're going through them, the visitors compared to, but the one that a personal train visitor is just as likely to give you a good tool as someone that you've already given 2 tools to, and then the third request is a real high one. Just send them off and get a personal visitor in. So that's another thing. Right, okay, now, this is another thing. This is a very interesting thing. Which one do I upgrade? Now, that is a very valid question. And so, you've either got the time thing, which will decrease the maintenance to 5.5 hours, or you've got the one that will increase the capacity for the train to bring in 2 new people. Right, so you've got, and how it costs like 5 and 5 and 5 of these, and the next one will cost 5 coal, 5 iron, and then 5 gold. The next one, 5 coal, 5 iron, and then 5 platinum, and then 10 coal, 10 iron, and 10 of these. Right, so these two always stay the same. They go up in 5 for like 3 lots of 5, and 3 lots of 10, and 3 lots of 15, and this one alternates between the silver bar, the gold bar, and the platinum bar, and goes up accordingly with these. Right, so which one do you upgrade? Now, that's a very good question. Now, what you have to look at when you're deciding which one to upgrade is how many visitors you can get per day, right? So now, an interesting, and so this is the truth. The truth is that no matter what, it's always worse to do the maintenance decrease. Always. It's always going to give you more visitors per day from upgrading the amount of people. Now, I'll give you some examples. Right, okay, because you want to get the max amount of visitors per day, ideally, so eventually you'll go back and you will upgrade all these. Right, okay, so for the first one, we've got a level 1 train right here. Now, we can either upgrade this, or we can upgrade this, right? Okay, so now, if we were to upgrade this one, right, I'm just thinking right here. So if we were to upgrade this one here, right, so we've currently got one visitor, and so and it's 24 hours in a day, right? And then we've got every 6 hours, because the maintenance is 6 hours, they get refreshed. So every day we'll get four new visitors per day, assuming that immediately when it's done we get a new one. Right, so now if we were to upgrade this to getting 2 visitors today, we would then start getting, rather than 4 visitors a day, we would get 8 visitors a day. We would double it. But if we were, for example, to decrease the maintenance time to 5 hours and 30 minutes, we would get it would only get 0.4 visitors more originally. So it would only get 4.4 visitors per day, right? So from 4 visitors with just a level 1 train with no upgrades, we're going to get in 4.4 visitors per day if we did that upgrade. If we upgrade this one, we'll get 8 visitors. It will double, right? Okay, now the most the biggest example, right, is if you right, so if you have that, right, so assuming that the maintenance is still 6 hours and you've upgraded this to have 9 visitors, right? So 9 visitors. Now, then you're like, well, which should I do now? Should I upgrade the final upgrade of the picking up a person to go to 10, so then we can pick up 10 per day? Or should, because this is assuming we have this one on 9, personal train, pick up visitors is on 9, and this is still 6 hours. Should we either upgrade this one to 10, or should we decrease it half an hour? And since there's a ton of visitors, the half an hour will have a lot more effect than when there's just one visitor, right? So then which one does it come down to? Now mathematically, if, for example, you have the 9 passengers that it normally picks up, and you can decrease it by 30 minutes, what it will lead to, so then that would decrease it to 5 hours and 50 minutes, you would get an additional 3.3 visitors per day, right? So that's assuming you have 9 currently, and this is still 6 hours, and you're trying to decide whether to upgrade this to max of 10 visitors per day, or decrease this to 5.5 hours. Now, if you were to decrease this to 5.5 hours, then you would get an extra 3.3 visitors in a day, right? So per day, that's reasonable. 3.3 visitors is pretty reasonable, right? But if you were to increase this from the 9 to 10 visitors per day, like from picking up 9 to then picking up 10 per, like, every time the maintenance was over, you would get an additional 4 visitors, right? So that is the most extreme example when it would be most beneficial to do the time maintenance rather than that. Even when it's the most to the advantage of the personal train, it's still better to upgrade this to 10. To fully 10, to get all 10 per pickup, rather than doing the 5.5 hours. Now, of course, the 5.5 hours is very important, and it's definitely beneficial to then come back to it. But you want to get this to 10 first. Even from 9 to 10, it's still better than doing that from 6 hours to 5.5 hours. So it's always better to increase this, so 10. So right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to increase it right now. Like, right now. Bam! There we go. It is now upgraded. Right, so there we go. If we do this, there we go. It's onto the gold bar. And then if we come back here, it's also onto the gold bar. Right, so, and then I'm going to need some more of these things in here, the middle thing. Right, so then the next one I'm going to do, it's going to be the personal train upgrade. Now, that is something very interesting. Although some of you watching this video may already be maxed, so it doesn't matter, because you've done both of them anyway. There'll be a few of you out there, but for the vast majority of us who have not got this down to, because the minimum it goes to is 1.5 hour, 1 hour and a half maintenance, which is really reasonable, and it's up to 10, which is pretty good. So for those of you who are just part the way through it or whatever, from now on, make sure you max this out to 10 first, collecting 10 visitors per every time the maintenance finishes, than doing this down to 5.5 hours, because mathematically getting this to 10 is far more beneficial, because it will lead to more visitors per day, which is the key. So that is just something that, like, most people don't know, because they haven't done the math. Like, who does heyday math? Like, SuperSight does, but generally people don't have time or don't want to do Heyday Math. So I've done the Heyday Math for you, and I'm telling you, this here is better to upgrade to 10 before you go and decrease the maintenance time. Of course, go ahead and decrease the maintenance time when you've finished upgrading this to 10. Both are beneficial, but this one here is more valuable. It adds more value and more visitors per day. Right, and so now the maximum amount of visitors you can get per day, assuming this is on 10, and this is down to 1.5 hours of maintenance time, right, is 160. So you can get 160 visitors per day, town visitors, from the personal train itself. So that is really, really reasonable, I think. So that is, if they're both max, that's on 10, that's on 1.5 hours, 160. Man, that would be one booming town. That would be booming. Right, that would be, of course, assuming probably by that time you'll have got all that stuff, which then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buildings with tons of slots, and decrease the amount of time that it takes, like, for example, like, right, oh, that's upgrading slots, but this one here, right, anyway, I just thought I would put that out there. So that is a ton of information for the personal train. I really, like, I think that would have been beneficial, and I think most of you won't have known all of that, especially in regards to which one to upgrade, which one gives more benefit, and the fact that this one's still 210 gives more benefit than 5.5 hours. So, right, now I'm going to go pick up, right, I wonder, right, okay, tap that. Actually, I'm going to go to my friend, just to see, right, okay, so we're going to go here, right, okay, what can we pick up? Right, so we got, I wonder, right, okay, your town is full, I keep forgetting that. Okay, so send off 2 of them, because these ones are only going to request 1, whereas these request 2. Right, now see, these ones are all done already once, so I don't want to send off them. I want to send off ones, like, for example, this one, see, I haven't done him at all, right, so I'll send him off. And I'll also send off, oh, bed and breakfast. I haven't even got that yet. Okay, send away that person. Right, okay, right, that is looking good. Right, okay, personal train, let's go. Right, okay, so we're coming up here, and we're gonna, and this will give them 2 reputation points, 1 for each visitor I take. Right, so let's go with Charlotte. Right, oh, wait, and it even shows, right, oh, okay, that's, oh, wait, no. Okay, right, so I will select that person. I don't want the bed and breakfast, so I'll go with Charlotte and Sarah, because they're the 2 machines I want them to go with. Right, so I will tap them, and that will give 2 reputation points. Brian Cars 5 Undertale has collected, the awesome player, awesome player, great player. They have collected some visitors from me, which is really nice. We've chatted in the Heyday chat, and it's awesome talking to this player. Right, okay, so we now go home, right, so we're tapping home, right, and here we come, here comes our personal train, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, it's coming in, here we go, and it's gonna stop, and we're gonna have 2 new visitors, which we selected to, oh, right, okay, I didn't mean to tap that, right, okay, I just missed the moment of it stopping, going back, right, okay, maybe it's already, oh, wait, okay, it's coming again, whoa, how did it go backwards so quickly, it's coming forward again, that's crazy! That is crazy. It was like almost, it was like here, and then suddenly I leave, and then it goes backwards, and then it's like, I'm gonna come again just so you can watch me get right there. Okay, sweet. So it's coming in. And here come the 2 visitors. Here we go. Thank you for coming. Right, thanks for everything. Oh, wait, so, okay, I guess oh, wait, no, he's waiting for the next train, the express. Anyway, right, so we tap here, and here we go. We have 2 of them. They're only requesting 1. So for just 1, we'll get a tool, which is far more valuable. Right, so grocery store, and is the cinema. Oh, wait, the cinema's not even full. Okay, let's go. Right, okay, there we go. And then we need 3 cream. Right, and he needs that. Okay, sweet. So they're gonna give me a whole tool just for that. That's a very good bargain. Right, so here we go, and now it's going to go into 6 hours of maintenance. So in 6 hours, I'll be able to collect another 2 passengers, which is awesome, and we'll continue upgrading it when we can. Right, okay, so we need iron bars, right? So that is some of the information. I hope that was very interesting. I tried to make it as interesting and as factual and as clear as possible. I tried to do it in a clear way that, like, it's clarity. I wanted you to be able to understand it in a nice way. It is a very, I don't know, it can be quite difficult to understand because there's so much information that I'm trying to say. But the main, if there's one thing you take from that, the main thing would be upgrade the thing so it allows to collect more visitors per time over doing the factor which allows you to just decrease maintenance time. That is the big thing, but also I hope you picked up a lot of other stuff in the video also, because there's a lot of stuff there worth listening to. I would think so, because it would help you. Right, anyway, right, so we need the ore that we haven't got. Okay, right, so, we need gold now, sweet, so we need, but we need the iron. The iron is the, right, so what are these? Okay, that's platinum. We don't need platinum yet. Okay, iron bar. Right, okay, we'll go over here and we'll get some iron, hopefully. Hopefully we get iron. Right, okay, so we'll do that, and we'll do that. There we go, there's an iron. Right, okay, I don't know why that didn't take. There we go. Right, so we got that, and then we go. Right, so we're going to try and get as much iron as possible. Hopefully I can trade with someone for some iron. That'd be great. Oh, look at all our space we have. That is what I'm talking about. Oh, that, yes. A diamond and double iron. Loving it. Right, okay, so tap that. Right, okay, and then that one there. Sweet. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think that's 2 iron worth. Right, oh, no, not quite, almost, okay, and then we'll, right, so then we'll determine what we're going to do from there to get the final one. Right, tap that, and there we go, like so, right, okay, not like so, that, and sweet, and then we'll come back here, right, why is that? Oh, okay, it's white sugar, okay, sweet, and then we want the wheat, right, so okay, so no wheat, anywhere else, wheat, right, wheat, okay, sweet. And then we'll come back here, right, and then we've got those to feed, and we'll, right, tap that, okay, and then we'll get that going, awesome, and then we have that smelter, which we'll try and find another iron ore in. Anyway, and although that looks hideous having all those like not in sync, right, actually I'll just sync it up to look good, although I still have to feed the chickens, right, so I will, right, I'll do that afterwards. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoy it, and I hope it was a very personal episode, wasn't it? A very personal one. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and some of that information, please let me know in the comments about if you learned anything. Give it a thumbs up if you learned something or found it interesting. Please be sure to ask any more questions whatsoever about the personal train, and I'll be sure to answer them in the comments. Like, I'll answer like a reasonable amount of them, and so be sure to leave comments, and it can be about anything, but ideally, if you have questions, well, no, just ask anything, but this one is like really specified for absolutely any questions about the personal train will be answered. Anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. This has been SuperSight, and remember to make coins faster than honeybees make honey.